I once heard another hypnotherapist refer to his work as sort of an unprogramming or a deprogramming. What does that feel like for you?
Yeah. So I think the biggest kind of metaphor that people use for that gut clinical approach of hypnosis is that our subconscious mind is like a giant computer, and we've got all these little files that are activated. And if anyone's like me on my desktop, right, there's so many things and it's just busy, and the tabs on my, I have maybe a little bit of ADHD, but the tabs on my internet are all, open and everything. So it's like we're all activated with and walking around with all of this noise and all of these open files, and maybe they're files from a long, long time ago that we're still kind of replaying. And so the deprogramming part of that is like clicking the X on all those files, right? We don't need them all running. They're not really serving a purpose anymore. And so
there's such energy that goes into running those programs too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So if we can, X out those boxes, when people leave my sessions, they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so light. Well, it's because we closed all the tabs.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. That's a fascinating take. There are so many options for healing, right? There is shamanic work. There is, working with energy like flower essences. What was it that really drew you to hypnotherapy?
Yeah. So specifically the regression work, I'm going to always go back to that because that's the most fascinating experience. So what it really showed me is that we have all the answers.
Oh, yes.
I just got goosebumps.
It felt like a release in my chest when you said that. Yeah.
We have all the answers. And once we get out of our conscious thinking mind, the one that's analyzing, trying to logistically figure things out, trying to, piece things together in a thinking way, you reach that subconscious or, soul layer. And that soul part of you knows where you're going, knows what your strengths are, knows what your values are, knows what you deeply desire, knows what your potential and your path is. And so when I started to do that work, I realized, having to practice on others, but also having my own experiences, it's like, wow, the moment we let go, the wisdom is right there.